Hi, Elle here, working poolside today, doing a lot of book reading and note taking in order to launch some pretty cool stuff. And today, as I was sitting here working, all of a sudden it pinged in my head that I really want to do a live about substance abuse and figuring out whether or not you might be, or someone that you love might be, drinking too much, smoking too much weed, partaking in something that is moving into kind of the abusive area. And I'm not an expert in this, so this is going to be the things that I've observed and the things that I've seen and the things I've heard from clients who've shared with me. So the first thing to take a look at is, how is your body reacting to whatever it is that you are doing? And so if you're drinking on the weekends or drinking every night, how does it affect your body? So for example, someone I love very much gets instant gout if they drink. So they might not drink for weeks, months, and then if they drink just once, it's instant gout. So that is, their body is just rejecting that particular substance. Like, it just can't deal with it and can't work with it. There's a wonderful Netflix video right now. I see the word alcohol really big. I will dig it up and I will put it here on my feed so you can see it. But it's on Netflix and I watched it a couple weeks ago. It's from Great Britain and it's talking specifically about alcohol and the changes there for how much alcohol is okay to drink in a week. And so a guy did an actual experiment on it, which is, I think, really interesting to take a look at. One of the things he did was he had his liver tested with a very simple test on his side that tested the flexibility of his liver. And certainly we think about liver when you think about alcohol and substance abuse. With alcohol, your liver has to process all of that alcohol, and I guess it becomes stiff. So that really struck me. And by the end of that show, one of the things I learned is that there's really only one demographic for whom alcohol has any sort of benefit whatsoever. It happens to be my demographic. But even the amount of alcohol per week is only, I think it was 5 ounces that the body can take care of and deal with, but it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't harm you. So take a look at your own body and really give yourself a body assessment. Like, if you do a substance, how does it make your body feel? Does it make your heart race? Does it make your brain feel weird? How long is it lasting? What are the effects? That can be one of the first things that tells you, okay, something's off here. The second thing I got from a friend of mine who has delved deeply into this, and again, I'm gonna take drinking as an example. If you need more than one drink, so if you're having a glass of beer or wine with dinner, if you need a second one, ask yourself, okay, why am I needing the second one? Is it because I need more of a buzz? Or what is really going on there? Just be really super honest with yourself about the why behind needing more. So that was something that I thought was really interesting. So first, your body, what's the body effect? Second, do you need more? Do you need more? Do you need it every night? Is it becoming a crutch? Is it the thing you need to put you to sleep, which would be one of the most natural things humans do because we're just tired at the end of the day. But with all the anxiety that's going on today, it's actually the stress hormones that are keeping you up. And so that's where I come in, and that's where I can help. But assess if you're using a substance simply to feel good, or simply to get asleep, or to escape. Many people turn to substances simply to escape what's going on. The uncertainty of our futures right now can be a really big stressor for a lot of people. So it's like we're just escaping. So I think it was today's article in the Wall Street Journal talking about alcohol sales, which was kind of interesting during this particular situation, 2020. So body, take a look at your body. What's it doing to your body? Secondly, ask yourself, what do you need more? Can you just have one glass, or do you need more? And then the third thing that I think is really important for you to assess is, does the substance preclude you from doing something else with time in your day, or time in your life, is it taking away precious time? For example, I'm very much a lightweight. I didn't really have any alcohol until after I stopped nursing my last baby. And then I got out of the box because I actually had a lot of judgment about it. And what I found was if I had just one glass of wine with dinner, I couldn't work in the evening very well. So I would never have a glass of wine with dinner if I had clients in the evening or was giving a webinar or something. Like, it's just not possible for me to work very well. So you can ask yourself, really be honest with yourself. Is this taking time, precious time away from your life? And then this is just an aside. I feel very strongly about this, that if you are a parent and you're using substances in the evening or at other times in your day, ask yourself this honest question. If there was an emergency, could you drive your child to the hospital? Could you take care of it? Because what I've seen is that when people are really stoned or really high, they can't take care of their kids. And their kids also can't really trust the emotional response of their parents if the parents are under the influence of any kind of substance like that. And it can be a pharmaceutical too. So they don't know which parent they're going to get. Are they getting the parent who's inebriated, or are they getting the parent whose cognitive function is there and working for them? So emotional response to situations, I think someone gave me a like on that, I hope so. It's really powerful. It's really, really important to assess that. I have this little phrase they say, like, and it was because I was at a wedding dancing, and my son said, "Mother, are you dancing better than all these 20-year-olds?" I'm like, drunk girls can't dance, right? Drunk girls can't take care of babies either, and they can't dance, and neither can stoned girls, and neither can stoned guys. So, you got to really think about it. The whole time raising our children, my husband never drank. My kids never saw my husband drink. And he did that on purpose. And it was like he wanted his children to know they could trust his emotional response to whatever was going down. And so sometimes you got to put other people ahead of yourselves, or you need to get the help. You really need to get the help that you need to figure out, why are you reacting to stress by using a substance? And why do you need this substance every night to help you get to sleep? Getting to the deeper why, actually getting to the how can I overcome this? How can I change this? Because of a situation growing up for me, I had a lot of judgment about anyone doing any sort of substances. A lot of judgment. And as I became pressure free, and actually even before then, I did a lot of work to relax that judgment. And so there's not a judgment in there. And I've helped so many people who've wanted to not be on substances because it was really affecting their cognitive ability, their emotional makeup, a lot of people having some real issues with that. And so I love helping people, and they'll find that I'm judgment free. I'm judgment free about it, because the only way to really get to solutions is to not have that judgment. The last thing anybody needs is someone harping on them. In fact, that usually pushes people closer to the substance, to wanting to do the substance, any sort of pushing or force. And so we have got to get to a place of calm understanding and deeper reflection, and really asking yourself, how do I live a beautiful life? How do I live a charmed life? How do I live a life of enjoyment where I'm fully there? I'm fully there. Those are the things that to me really resonate and really spark me to help people the way that I can. And so it's just kind of interesting. I really encourage you to look at that Netflix, Alcohol. I found it really fascinating, and also it's scientific, but it's also quite humorous too. The guy's really fun, who takes you through all the experiments he does to show exactly what's going on. And it's a UK produced film. So I think you'll enjoy it, and it kind of opens some things up and takes a look at it. But I see a lot of people today turning to substances to help them with stress, rather than getting to the real heart of the problem. And the real heart of the problem is that there's an overreaction to stressors that's causing you to release stress hormones. So I see some friends on here. Thanks so much. And look, I've worked with all 3 of these people. How cool is that? Hopefully this gets shared out and more people get to know more about pressure-free. My pressure-free parenting book is about to launch. So if you're not on my mailing list yet and you want to be, go ahead and private message me your email and I'll drop you into that list. I'm really excited to launch this book. Whether you're a parent or not, because I'm going to create more books, but this is like my first real book. It's going to be on Amazon and everything, and it's going to be phenomenal to help parents, especially during this time period, deal with their stressors, overcome their stressors, be really fantastic parents to their kids, without all the stress, without all the substance abuse, and without all the things that are preventing us from really having beautiful lives with our kids today. So thanks so much for joining. And again, please share this out. You can share it secretly too. Like you can press the share button and grab the link and just text it to somebody if you know of someone who needs some help. Again, I'm poolside today doing my work. I love it. Love being an entrepreneur. You know what? I work hard. I worked 13 and a half hours the other day. I'm never tired coaching. Like I've got some big coaching next week. I'm excited. By the way, if you have a group, I'm doing a lot of virtual training today for businesses, for students, for colleges, so if you have a group and you would like to connect me to that group so that they can have a virtual pressure-free training, I'm all in because I can't really go on any stages right now, which is a shame, but hopefully we'll be back to a live stage again. And until then, we'll see you all virtually. Wishing you a great pressure-free day. And if you need help, if you don't think like you're not really in a real serious situation, but you'd just like to reduce the amount of dependence you have on a substance or how much you're using it, please reach out. I would love to have a conversation with you. So speakwithelle.com is my calendar, elleingles.com is my website, and just private message me. That's the easiest way to connect right now. Thanks. Have a great one. Bye.